Everybody, welcome to a Sunday Live. My name is Daryl Ledyard, along with Simon Hogman, fresh off from the Webbython 2021. Have you recovered at all, Simon? Did you get any more sleep?
Yeah, I'm recovering now. I did find that obviously I stayed up to 2 a.m. on Monday or Tuesday morning as it was, and I found myself on Tuesday night and Wednesday night going to bed at 2 in the morning as well. So I'm gradually getting my body clock back into to sync. But yeah, it
It
was
took a little bit.
yeah, it was obviously a great experience and a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm staying up late still. How about
Yeah,
yourself?
good. Yeah, it's a lot of work afterwards too to just kind of,
Hmm.
there was a lot of interest afterwards to kind of
Yeah,
do some things, connect some people, connect the prizes to the winners, and
yeah,
to
prize give away
cut
the
up the
prizes. Yeah,
videos.
it's like you're doing your
Uh,
Santa Claus bit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to get rid of. I'm not get rid of. You got to take care of a lot of things like cutting up the videos and getting them
Yeah.
ready. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to kind of put that together for everybody, and I think it's definitely something to do again next year, for sure.
Yeah,
And
I think so. Yeah, hope so.
yeah, and so maybe also throughout the year that could be something that we can sort of do sort of these roundups
Hmm.
of experts, and do more of that kind of thing where we're adding value, and trying to get some information out to people in sort of a cohesive way. So but anyway, yeah, so it's great to see you again,
Yeah,
from all that. So I also changed up the logo a little bit for Sunday Live.
yeah. I
So
was
you
going to say
see,
that we've kept on some of the Webathon branding and the colors.
yeah.
I'm liking the look.
Yeah, so we got the black background like we used for
Yeah.
the Webbython, and we're just gonna continue to do that, and then have the green that is part of Mass Page Tools, and then
Hmm.
because that's kind of where all this got started. So awesome. So we have some people joining in. If you'd like to comment, jump in. It's a lot. Hello and cheers. I think that's Don, our Facebook user. If anybody wants to join in on YouTube, it's real easy to get your face to come up and to get your comments to come up as well. We will be giving away a domain later on tonight in the program, about an hour from now. We'll do the wheel of names, so stay tuned for that. We also
You
will
told
have.
me, Daryl. No, you told me that you're starting to run out of domains, Daryl, which I can't believe. I'm kind of hoping as we're getting to the bottom of the list that these are getting to be the real good ones that you've been holding back, and you're going to be putting them out soon. So we'll be interested to see what you've got for us.
Well, the nice thing is I have domain kicks, and so all I have to do is go get on domain kicks and find some really good ones for you guys. So yeah, and I love doing that. So my goal this time, because I do have domain kicks this year versus the previous year, is to get some ones that are worth even more than what I've gotten so far. So over the value of name worth domains that we gave away, the appraisals was over 80, was it $83,000 with
Yeah,
the software, with all of the giveaways that we did as part
yeah.
of Webbython 2021. So it's something it's fun to do. Just because a domain has an automated appraisal doesn't mean that that's what you can take to the bank to get a car loan with.
Hmm.
But
Sure.
it is fun to do, and it's good. It's fun to get some high value domains into people's hands to kind of just keep helping people out with it. Some people may want to get into this business just because they were able to get a hold of one of these domains as sort of their very first one, and then they can go from there and kind of learn the business and learn what works good. I specialize more in the brandables. I like to sell brandable domains because it's fun for me to find cool brand ideas, and short brandable domains will always be rare. So that's kind of that's what I love about domain kicks, is that it makes it that much easier to do that, to kind of make up some cool names and to sell them out there. So it's an exciting year for me this year, and next year is going to be even more exciting. We've been
Mm.
building a lot of stuff behind the scenes that will making the software that we produce more reliable. It'll make it faster and better and everything like that. So there's been a lot of things that I've been working on in 2021 that will set us up for a whole lot more in 2022.
Yeah, I think that's the same for a lot of people, actually. I mean, obviously 2020 was a bit of a challenge, and I think 2021, a lot of people have been rebuilding and pivoting and evolving, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to a better 2022 and new ideas coming out. I've got a few things I'm working on as well. So yeah, looking forward to the new year, which is not not very far away now, is it? What, 3 weeks away or something? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Well, welcome aboard. If you're just joining us here on our Sunday Live, again, the best way to get it is through the YouTube channel so we see your face and see the comments. Sometimes, if you've given permission to StreamYard in your Facebook, it should work. Because I know Jorge has his set up with StreamYard, and we do see his face come through in his comments as well. So there's certain people that have done that. It's under the settings for your permissions or something for apps.
Yeah, the link is actually back in the
Oh,
post
good.
avatar. Yeah, it wasn't last week, but it is now. So if you click on the link, StreamYard link that's in the post on Facebook, you should be able to get straight in. But test it out. It'd be good, Don, if you wanted to test it out, because I think you were the person saying cheers on low.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we
Absolutely.
think that's Don, but hello, Don. If it's not Don, hello to you anyway. And hi there, 5-Star Strategies Reputation Marketing. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey. Awesome. So well, here we are. We're here on a Sunday. We're here to give you some knowledge bombs, some information, some tips, some demos. We help you to win some prizes. We also are a little bit crazy about lifetime deals. So we'd love to show you things that we've tested and found in the wild that is a short term. You can get it at a lifetime deal. Now, we all have had the situation where we've gotten a little late to a lifetime deal, and that's why we want to make it a part of the service here. Hey, Valerie.
Hey, Valerie.
We want to make it part of the service to do that, to get you the information about lifetime deals. And then we do have our affiliate link. If you want to go through that affiliate link, it always helps us to continue to buy more of these lifetime deals to check out and to see if they're the right thing and things like that. So, all right. Well, without further ado, Simon, do you want to start your little presentation, and we'll kind of roll from there like we normally do our normal format?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we're going to talk about buffer sites this week. So just a few ideas on that, on things that might be suitable for buffer sites, and also why you might use a buffer site. And yeah, we'll be doing the ever popular lifetime deal of the week, which is something that Daryl and I both LTD fans. So it'd be good to get into that. Just give me a second. I'll swap over my slides. Hold on a second.
Sure thing. Yep. I'll turn it on when you're ready. Oh, okay. You're up.
Right. Okay. We'll just talk about buffer sites. So buffer sites is a term that you might have heard of before. They're basically sites that you use in between your money site and other sites or other links when backlink building. So just want to sort of talk about some ideas for that and some tips. So some principles of backlink building. I mean, I've said rules, but rules are there to be broken. But just a few sort of, I think, guiding principles. If you're building backlinks, really, I'd suggest that you only build high quality, relevant backlinks directly to your money site. So these are ones that you can be confident that they're not going to change, and you control them as well. So if you're building any other types of backlinks that are lower quality, you're not in control. Ideally, you want to tier them out with other sites, which we typically call buffer sites. And if you're using buffer sites, you obviously want to use sites that do follow links. So the idea is that you're passing link juice and authority through the links through to your money site eventually. So a few ideas that for types of buffer sites. So we always like to say Google loves Google. Bradley Benner actually said it earlier in the week on the webathon, and I know Stephen used to say it a lot as well. So Google loves Google, and there are a number of different types of Google properties that are suitable for buffers. Google Sites are very popular. Blogger is particularly popular as well, which is owned by Google, and people obviously playing around with GStack, slides, docs, PDFs, sheets. And if you want to send a spammy we'll call it a spammy backlink, an automated backlink, whatever you want to call it, a lower quality backlink. If you send it to Google, the theory is that Google won't penalize itself essentially. So if a toxic link, a low quality link, is going through a Google property, and then that link juice passes through to your site. The idea is that it essentially cleans, launders the toxic link, and Google won't point a link to your site that is damaging. And I think it's a pretty good principle, and it's something that's well established in SEO, and many people use it. So Google sites, blogger sites, are ideal for buffers, and these are typically where you put some relevant content on it, and you'll put a link within the content that goes to your money site, and then you'll fire links to the buffer site. Got some diagrams coming up soon as well. So once you've kind of used all your Gmails up, and you want to move on to other things, you can also use other types of buffer sites as well. So popular buffer sites are different types of Web 2s that might be free. So things that I've used in the past are Weebly, Strikingly, Cabanova. There's a whole long list of them as well. There's also patch.com, which I know is popular, but I can't use it in the UK, but I gather it's popular in the US. So again, you can put content on these sites and then put links from them, and then fire automated backlinks to it. A lot of these Web 2s are free for a basic plan. You can add a custom domain if you wanted to build one. I typically wouldn't use a custom domain on a Web 2, but you might put it on a WordPress site, for example. But you can just use a regular keyword or brand and add that to the subdomain of your Strikingly site, for example, and get a bit of relevance in the keywords. So Web 2s are another thing that people have used. I've bought backlinks before from companies including the Hoff, and I've seen them using things like Strikingly and Cabanova to structure those mini blogs and then fire spam links back to them. So people are providing it as a commercial service, as well as you being able to do it yourself. Other ideas for buffer sites, obviously if you're using PBNs, you can tier out your PBNs. You need to be a little bit careful about sending spam backlinks to them if they're a valuable asset, but you might consider sending some of them to your tier 3 of your PBN, or you might consider putting a buffer between the tier 3 and the spam links to protect it. You could send links to a Google News site, although the owner might not approve if you're boosting up their articles, but those are certainly links that would pass power through to your money site, so you could have a go with those. Press releases, I've heard of people sending links to press releases, which is great, and you might get a high authority site, but the link might not stay there forever. And something Daryl and I are playing around with at the moment, and a couple of other people I know, is using Google Sheets website builders. So one's called Spread Simple, which was on AppSumo until very recently. There's a number of other them being built at the moment, and this is where you can add Google Sheets content, put up 500 lines of content, goes into your website builder, and it's a quick way of building websites, but also you can attach a custom domain to them, and we think they might be quite interesting for generating a lot of individual links to pages, so we're kind of experimenting with that. So sort of do a diagram. Here's a diagram or two. So here's a simple buffer sort of structure. So you put a Web 2 or your G site here. You use different spam link sources to fire through it, and you have your money site up here. You could configure it in this way, where you have the buffer here, some Web 2s, and the spam links here. So this is the structure that the Hoff used when I bought some links from them, and they had this structure in place. They put this up as a Web 2. They had other Web 2s that built behind it, and then a whole stack of spam links behind it there. So that was pretty interesting. And you could also use it as a PBN protector. So if you wanted to, you had your PBN like a private blog network that you own on WordPress, you've got a structure, you might want to power it up with links, but you might be careful about doing it. So you could put a buffer site behind the PBN, fire the links through it, and that would provide some protection. So again, a Web 2 or G site or something like that, a blogger site. So that's how you might set them up. And where might you get some of these spam backlinks? There's obviously loads of different places you can get what we would call spam backlinks. I'm really referring to automated backlinks by this. I'm not really making a value judgment. You can go onto Fiverr and get a million links for $5. I probably wouldn't get those anyway, but there's lots of different sources for links. Black Hat World, there's all sorts of places you can pick up links, or you can go to a regular agency and buy them. But for the sort of backlink building I'm talking for this, you'd want something that was automated. So this is something where a tool might build profile links, Web 2s, access a public blog network, and there's a couple that I've used are Money Robot and RankerX. So Money Robot has its own network of websites, thousands of them, and you can create a blog post and a profile, and it fires those. There's various different diagrams it uses. Also adds Web 2 profiles and sites, and RankerX is similar. They claim to be able to offer more profile building, so general Web 2 properties profiles out in the wild rather than just a specific network. But I think both of them are pretty interesting. Maybe Money Robot's a little bit longer in the tooth, but they are both sources of automated backlink building. But there are many others, others I haven't used, but you might want to have a look on that. So in summary, I hope Daryl's going to ask a few questions soon. So in summary, buffer sites, what are the benefits? Well, you're trying to pass link juice from automated links. You want to protect your money site so that if something happens, if Google takes a different view on things, if the links you're not in control, you can easily switch them off. You can repoint them to somewhere else. If you're an agency or freelancer, it is a digital asset. You could potentially reuse them. If your clients stop paying, you could point the links elsewhere. They're often free, although you can buy them. You can get people to build a buffer site network for you, so you can go on Fiverr or Legit or whatever, or you can build them yourself as well. So so that's really buffer sites. The LTD of the week is the next slide, but that was really just I don't know if anybody has any questions, or Daryl, if you've got any observations on that, but that was my kind of a few ideas on buffer sites.
Yeah, I have a few different ones that I use that are a little different too than these. Some of these websites I use are like page speed testing tools, and they record and keep your page speed results for ever, like a post.
Yes.
And then I power those up with what you're talking about.
Nice. Yeah.
So, and the same thing goes for like citations. So if it's a citation that's a decent quality citation, I'll send some backlinks to it, or else do a stack of things going up to it. So that way it powers up. A nice thing for this as well is the A1 level on Mentorprise publishing. We found that is so powerful that if you have the A1s maybe pointing to a citation, it's just like having that stack of juicing up the what you're looking for is this buffer site to kind of be the thing that looks like what you want to see on an Ahrefs profile of backlinks. Typically this has been something we've done for years for websites, and a lot of SEOs do this, is power up the backlinks that are existing. So a sneaky SEO will go in, and instead of doing any kind of backlinking, find existing backlinks that it can power up a little quietly, and juice up those things, and it can have a really good effect without anybody really seeing any kind of network underneath it, things like that.
It's definitely a way to hide links, isn't it? Because people have to do quite a lot of detective work to look 2 to 3 tiers back to find out what's going on in the background. So yeah, and your idea there on using Mentorprise, you could point that to any site, I guess, but you could point it to Blogger and G site. You could point it to directory, citation, anywhere you like, really. So I think this idea is like try and point a link to a link, isn't it, to kind of tier things out, back things off a bit, and concentrate the power. So cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anybody also, there is kind of a cool thing going on with Mentorprise right now. If you go and take a look at the video that is currently in our YouTube channel, till the 15th, Paul is giving you the advanced modules like we did back in August. So if you just go to go.ht/Mentorprise, I'm just going to put this in here so it's spelled right so everybody can see it. That is something that a little bit of a shameless plug, but if you join this, you get into my group, and you will end up getting access to my special training that I do with Mentorprise, and also the mastermind, the Skype group, all of that kind of stuff. So that's all available to you. So just go.ht/Mentorprise, and definitely would be a cool thing there. if you get involved in that. But even if you don't do that, just take the principles of it. If you can't afford to have an enterprise, the principles is you want to make sure that you're building up stacks behind your buffer sites. And whether you're just going with the natural buffer sites that you've gotten from citations or from just these other places that the longer domains out there and has content on it. This is why you should never park a page. This is why you should always try to build something on the website with content. We're building some tools that are going to help domainers with that to easily build a site full of content really quickly, so that they don't have to worry about having any kind of backlinks and all that kind of stuff. It'll be basically click, throw this script in there, and you've got yourself some content that's on target. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing probably in 22. In the second quarter, you'll have something like that for all the domainers that are out there. But I love buffer sites. Buffer sites that are tier ones that are naturally present. They can really save the day on an SEO campaign. No question about that. Anybody else out there in the comment world want to comment about that? I see that Tim says he's in the Enterprise program. Can't wait for the new year. Yeah, busy holiday time, but Tim, you're going to be in my group, so I'll be able to help you along the way on there as well. So welcome aboard. Tim tried to join back in August, but he was just so busy, and he finally decided to pull the trigger this month. So congratulations, Tim, on that for joining Enterprise.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm just going to do a quick shout out to Marcel as well. So Marcel's been in touch with me recently. He's joined my coaching group actually, and going to have a chat with him tomorrow. So good to see Marcel. Thanks for joining the stream.
Absolutely, Marcel. Great. These are the domains that we have up for grabs. Oh, can we turn off the turn off that? Hold on a second. Back. Okay. So here we go. These are the domains that are up for grabs this evening. Bestprices.com. That's best with an S. Creativesites.com, hometheaterprices.com, and lastofstock.com. I'm going to show you the value of these domains with name worth coming up. And let's just say that it's over $16,000 in value in some of these. So we'll show you that coming up with my name worth account, so you can definitely see that coming up. So very
cool.
Excited about doing
pretty
that.
Good. So after the £83,000 dollars of domains you gave you on Monday, we're following up, and maybe 100K over the week.
Yes.
Just don't tell your family.
Yeah, it's that.
Tim's wanting to spin already.
It gives me a chance to go out and get some new ones. So
yeah, we know what's going on.
Wait, which one is he getting? He wants C already?
He wants C.
Home theater prices. Yeah. That's a big market. Home theater is expensive upgrade. So yeah.
He's going to have to fight Don for it though, isn't he? That's the only problem.
All right. So webathon.com is the website where we had the live streams and everything. Now you can get the replays on here, or you can tell other people about it. You can share this out to people. This is the first ever webathon. We hope to have many more in the future. If you go and you can click on the replays, you can see we've already cut everything up for you. So here are the red ones are the full live streams that were unedited. And then these are some of the edited highlights from the show. So if you didn't get a chance to see these folks, you don't have to kind of queue it up or anything like that. You can just go in here and hit the button, or go in, and when you hit the button, you can hit full screen, and then you can see the entire video. Okay, so just want to let you know that here are the prize winners. We've reached out to all these people to get them their prizes, so you can kind of see next year if you missed out. These are the kinds of prizes that people won for being there. And I think on the Cyber Monday deals, let's see, there's some top deals that are still, you'll have to click around. I'm not sure if any of these are still available, But if there's any that you're interested in, these are just ones that we've curated for you. Simon, I think, has some deals. I'm not sure if they're still available, but you can click around.
They're not officially still available, but if people twist my arm, I might help them out.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing. I have some Cyber Monday deals, and I don't know if they're still available. But if you're able to get them at this price, then grab it. If not, message me. We have a little bit of a grace period for that. So, and then let's see. No, that we don't need to do that. Okay. So that's webbython.com, webbython.com. And expect that we'll have another webathon next year, and we might have some micro webathons or something like that throughout the year. We're not sure how that's going to go, but yeah, it was fun. I had a good time.
It's a new idea, and we put it together at quite short notice, and it seems to be well received, and it's great to get feedback from people. Some people have been in touch, so we hope it's a good thing, and we're hoping to do some more for sure.
Okay, great. Now this is a plugin I wanted to show you guys. I showed it back in Mike Martin's group a couple of years ago when it was owned by a different company, and but the basic features are still there. It's called Simply Static, and it creates static websites. It's free, made in Germany by this Patrick Posner. Posner, and it's pretty up to date. There's 30,000 active users. It's got some really good 5-star ratings, and it works with Mass Page. It works with Magic Page plugin. It works with Page Generator Pro. It works with any of the WordPress websites that do Mass Page. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate this on this website. This is on 03.ledyard.digital. And this is a site that I built with my form a while ago. And let's see. Is this one? Yeah. So we have all these solar panel questions in here. This is just, messing around kind of thing. But I'm going to go in here and into the dashboard. And you'll see there's Simply Static. So if you go in to install the plugin, you can just go in and do a search, add new, and you search for Simply Static. You bring it in, and you'll have the program right here. Okay, very simply, you're going to have the settings. Okay, and I suggest you do the top one here and put in the actual domain for where you're putting the files after you're done. Okay. Put a following slash at the end of it. So we're going to put this on ledyard.app, which is right here, ledyard.app. And there's nothing on this site currently, right? If you reload this, if you go to the file manager, there's nothing on here right now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to clone this site and put it onto there. And I'm just going to check to make sure that Magic Page has. So what I did with this is a frequently asked questions Mass Page site. I took and used my data from these frequently asked questions that I got from the QA tool that we talked about with Kingmaker software. I did a whole bunch of QAs from that, pulled it into here, and then I was using that for content. So I'm going to just show you here what this looks like on here. So do you see this? Some people have asked, how do we choose solar panel? And then here's the answer. So I have us all in spin text, and then I built these as locations. So the questions are actually locations, right? Doing something just a little bit differently. And then this over here is just I think this is just a form from Lead Simplify actually to fill in. So you just fill it in and you put it into the thing. Now here is cool. This is more FAQs that I put in here. And then here's more FAQs. And these all have schema as well. Okay, so there's frequently asked questions schema on this. If you're interested in doing something like this, let me know, because I have a video on YouTube on how to do frequently asked questions as a Mass Page project. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put this onto this blank website as static HTML files. Okay, it's very easy to do. You go to Simply Static. First thing you're going to do is go to the second level, which is settings. You're going to put in the domain for where you're going to do it. It could be an AWS bucket. It could be, Backblaze. It could be, any kind of cloud platform. It could be just cheap hosting because it's just HTML pages. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and put ledger.app in there for now. And now I'm just going to go up here and I'm just going to generate pages. Oops, I just clicked the download. I don't want to do that right now. I'm just going to generate pages, and usually it's going to take a bit to do it, but because we've already done it, it knows these pages already. So it only did it in about 3 seconds. All right. So you're going to download this file, and it's going to make a file like this here that has your index file and all of your folders, that has your images and everything else. Okay. So all you got to do is go into your hosting file manager or your FileZilla, and you're going to go up, and I'm going to upload the file, and I'm just going to upload the zip file because that gets it done all at once. Bang, it's done. And then I'm just going to go in over here. This is in Plesk. I'm going to extract your files, the files here. First thing I'm going to do is delete the zip folder, just in case it has any information that shouldn't be there. All right. And now when I go to this website and I rewind it, it's now all here. Okay. That includes all of those magic pages as well. So you would have here's a magic page, and then you just go in and you hit FAQ, or you hit more. Actually, it looks like it didn't save the format. Now that I'm looking at this, it saved just part of the page. I have to see, because it was, let me go back to here. This wasn't compatible with it, this thing. So we would have to make the page a little bit more simplified because this accordion wasn't compatible with it. So if you're going to build a whole bunch of these, you're going to get yourself some kind of, layout that works really well. I would really highly recommend Gutenberg, just because it is the most native version of WordPress for building pages. So I would try it with that and see how it works. But yeah, it's here. All of your pages and things like that would be here. All your click to calls, all your buttons and stuff, and you can see it all stays on this ledger.app. You have something
Daryl, just a question. So I mean, if you were building location-based pages out, and you had a different town or different county with all the towns in it, I guess this gives you the ability to build things very quickly. So you could deploy it for one county, put it on, export it, put it onto the other site, and then change the location details and just do another one and another one. Is that so? It's kind of super fast way of building. Yes. So instead of doing a full WordPress install and migration and all of that, you would just change the text and then export it and send it over. Yeah.
Yeah. So you change the location here. Okay.
Yeah.
These are not locations, but you would change the location here, and you go into Magic Page for the settings and just go ahead and delete Spintex cache. Right. And it'll respin everything again. So if you have all that Spintex, it'll have different location and different Spintex for the next page that you're making, the website that you're making in HTML. All right. And
these sites are going to be a lot faster as well, I guess. If you're not using WordPress, just
fast.
HTML, are going to be super fast. Yeah.
Right.
That's really interesting.
Right. Yep. All right. So that's Simply Space Static plugin. It's free. You might as well take advantage and use it to build out your pages. And the nice thing is too, guys, if you aren't relying on, you're not relying on WordPress, you don't have to worry about plugins and themes and all of that kind of stuff. So it's really helpful if you spend the time to actually do it. You can build out an HTML version of the site with that. Also, well, another week I'm gonna talk about the thing inside of Magic Page plugin where you can build out the HTML directly from Magic Page. So I don't have, let's see, 3.
Yeah, I guess if you have something like Elementor, it's got quite expensive recently. It used to be able to
Mhm.
have like a license for like 1,000 sites or something for $199 a year or something. But I know they've changed it recently. So I think even if you're up to like 100 sites or more, it gets pretty expensive. So this would fix that problem, wouldn't it? So you'd build one,
Right.
you'd just deploy one, and you'd never get more than, say, 5 or 10 licenses whilst you're building them, I guess. Yeah, it's quite an interesting idea.
Yep. Exactly. So we also built out this this other thing that we have in our group. When you download the file from me, you also get the basic template, which allows you to in Magic Page. Let's show you. We'll do a more in-depth training on this because I haven't done this in a while. So, but it's right here on the right-hand side, dynamic backlinks builder. That makes a bunch of pages that are in HTML. I haven't done this in a while. It probably won't work, but I'll do this after I practice it and stuff. But yeah, that's another way that you can make pages that are all based on a different location. You just change the location and do another output that way as well. So you do have a few options to do your HTML pages instead of just using WordPress for every single setup. And you can do it very, very quickly. You can, output these things quite fast. So yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Yep.
Valerie's just making a point here, saying these could be linked to your money site, and you could do a stack in AWS to boost it up. So I mean, I
That's
guess you,
right.
you could use these as buffer sites, couldn't you? I guess,
Very
or
true.
a link of PBN. There's all sorts of things I think you could come up with here. If you use Spintax, you could build 10 of them, couldn't you, and spin on
Right.
each one and link them all up. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this and you've never heard of Magic Page plugin, if you go to go.ht/mpp, go.ht/mpp, you can get Magic Page plugin. Let me just put that in here.
Just while you're doing that, there's a few shout outs here. Hi, Jeremy. How you doing? I think you said a little bit earlier on. And we've got Don just said earlier on it was a great webathon, so thank you, Don. And Stevens joined us late, actually. Stephen, that's not great, is it? But it's good to have you here, even late. And yeah, glad you enjoyed the stream as well. Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don's definitely interested in this static plugin too.
Yep. So here is the link to get Magic Page plugin with the, I think it's the best offer that they have currently available. Go.ht/mpp. And if you're interested in Magic Page plugin, or Mass Page tools, go to mass.page and you can get access to my tools that I have with that. But this isn't about that. This is more about, what you can do if you have Magic Page plugin or any kind of website where you can take this plugin simply static and just, bring it out. Now, there will be some things that are not going to work apparently 100%. And so it might not be perfect. There is another opportunity too. If there's, hang on a second, let me just bring this up. It's like HTTP docs or something like that. And it's external. So it runs on your computer. Let's see where it is here. Not sure if they still sell this. Might have to check on my computer to see if I have it. Nope, I don't have it on this machine. But there's another one that's a third party, like that's an actual a desktop application that you can use that will just scrape it all and then make it into pages and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool as well. If I get the link to that, I'll add it as a comment in here to this afterwards. But if you are interested in the simply static or into the things that Simon talked about, there are links in the description of this video to get access to those things as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I think maybe for a future Sunday Live, an MPP session or just a bit of recap on some of that stuff might be quite useful. We should think about some of the
Sure.
tips we can do. I mean, obviously, a lot of people who watch are MPP users, myself included. So, yeah, it would be
Yep.
good to focus in on some stuff. Valerie just said something here. She says she doesn't think MPP is working with Gutenberg. She knows they're working on it. I haven't heard of that. All of my sites are on Gutenberg. I had a problem with one today, but I'm not aware of problems with others that may or may not be related. So, Daryl, have you picked up on anything about that?
I think she's talking about Gutenberg page builder
Mm-hmm.
in Magic Page.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had some issues myself. I didn't know if they've gotten that corrected yet because I haven't been building a lot of sites lately. Because I've just been really busy with the software, but I plan to get back at it, and I'll definitely check that out. The best thing to do is to talk to Keith Best. Keith Best knows what's going on with that software more than anybody. And so
yeah, they got obviously the mass automation group, haven't they? Yeah, and I think they launched version 6.7 in the last 2 days. So I don't know. They're obviously making some changes. So cool.
Yep. So that's something there. Now, did you do the lifetime deal of the week?
I've not. No. We can do that now if you want to.
Okay.
So I'll put my slides on. Have you got that?
Yep, we see it.
So lifetime deal of the week. I'm going to do MakeZoo, which is a PitchGround product, which is on at the moment. It's basically a Twitter automation platform. It starts from $69 for 2 Twitter accounts. There's other different plans on it. If you want to go to use it or have a look at it, and you want to support the stream through our affiliate link, it's go.ht/PitchGround. I'll do a quick demo of this. I've only had this a week and I've been playing around with it, but basically it's a way of automating Twitter following, messaging back followers, posting themes from articles or RSS feeds. It's quite interesting, and I know Udit, who's the CEO of PitchGround, he was obviously with us for the Webathon, and I know Twitter's become a major part of his marketing approach, his personal branding. He's grown to something, I think the number was 25,000 followers in a few months, and he's been using this tool in the background, and it's interesting. And I have to say, I've started using it as well, and I've started using Twitter Spaces, where you can go in and have a bit of a kind of clubhouse style chat with people, which has been quite good. And it's quite interesting from a networking point of view, particularly if you're focused on a niche like SEO. So if I just go into this screen, hopefully you can see my MakeZoo coming up, just to show you I've got it. So I say I've been playing around with this for a couple of days, and what you can basically do is, if you start off, it comes up with these basically recipes. So you hook up your Twitter account, it gives you these recipes, so you can auto post articles, you can auto reply to people who mention your account, you can unfollow people automatically if you want to cut down on people from a quality point of view. You might say, well, I want to unfollow people that don't have more than 100 subscribers, for example, or you can auto follow people and go through a kind of a campaign. There's different automations, and there's quite a few of them as well. Some are more advanced than others. It gives you a bit of a profile on your Twitter. So I joined 12 years ago, and my follow back ratio is only 0.6. That's not very good. It shows I'm following more people, but not everyone follows me back. So I'd obviously want to do that. Shows when my last tweet was, and gives you some ideas. So it's kind of like it's a Twitter marketing platform. Now I've got some campaigns that I've set up, and it's been whirring away. And this is basically where I'm set it up to follow people that have an interest in SEO. So set the campaign up. I set it into automated mode, follow. I don't want to follow anybody that's got less than 100 followers. And it basically just goes down that list and finds people to follow. Now, you can go through and cancel them and unfollow them, but here's a list of people that they've found that are SEO related. So I guess you've got to be careful not to end up following too many people. You might want to set the criteria to a specific level so you don't, but there's various different people here, and here's a screening where, look, it's found somebody who's interested in SEO. but doesn't meet the criteria. So that's one way of doing it. Now since I've set this up earlier on this afternoon, I've got about 6 or 7 new Twitter followers, which is great. If I did that every day, that I'd end up with quite a few quite quickly. And I even had somebody liking a few of the tweets and retweeting stuff. So somebody retweeted the webathon live that we'd streamed to Twitter. So I thought that was pretty good, and that might be good for engagement. And who knows, they might be using a bot as well that automatically retweets some of the stuff that from a recent follower. So that was quite interesting. And another feature of this, just to sort of show you. So that's the one is following, one is sort of like campaigns. So here I've set up something where I can automate post articles. So it's basically just going to look for an SEO article. It's going to post something out. So I can do it either as an article itself, or I can do an RSS feed. You can send a direct message to new followers. I've not actually worked out how that works yet, and you can follow a new follower. So there's all sorts of things that you can add in here, which I thought was quite interesting. Now here's one I posted earlier. So this is where it obviously doesn't work. So this is tagged at SEO, but it's something about a flood in Japan. So that's clearly not appropriate. I've deleted that. Here's some tips to adapt to the latest SEO changes made by Google. So that's actually quite relevant, quite useful. If you just want to keep your account active, it will send stuff out. It's obviously automated, so there's going to be some pros and cons to that. I wouldn't go mad. I'd keep an eye on the feed to make sure it's not posting anything too weird. But as a way of automatically creating engagement and getting some follows, I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, and it's a very interesting, Twitter marketing platform. So if I just take a look at it. It's called MakeZoo. It's on PitchGround. Go.ht/PitchGround if you want to take a look. And yeah, certainly Judith, the CEO, there's had some good results building up his profile, and I'm going to do some more.
Yeah, it's great.
A couple of
Yeah, there's a couple of comments. You want to bring those up, and I'm going to put in the
yeah, bring them up. Yeah. Tim is saying LTT of the week is the second best 2 minutes on a Sunday. Well, that is good. It's hard for me to compete with Daryl just brings out his portfolio of flashy domains and lays the 10 grand of value down on the table. I try to come up with other stuff, but hopefully if it's second to that, I'll take that. So that's fine. Yeah, Marcel's asking, is something MakeZoo does that other Twitter automation tools don't? I can't honestly answer that, because I've really just started using and looking at Twitter, inspired by Judith, to be honest, and what he's done. And I've been following his sort of activities maybe for the last sort of 6 or 7 weeks on that. And I was quite interested in it when he came and spoke on the Webathon. He was very strong on personal branding and trying to put your persona and your brand out there, and Twitter's a thing that he's really doing. And it's quite surprising. Also, LinkedIn is something that's very popular from that point of view. But I think I'm looking at Twitter in a new way, that it is actually quite a good way to promote your content and get some links, and I get some contacts. So I'm going to do some more of that. But I can't say if that makes it different or better. I do know it's a lifetime deal, and some of the higher value Twitter automation products are not necessarily going to be on LTD. So that might be one way to look at it. And you can always refund it within 60 days, I think, on PitchGround. So worth a look, I would say. But yeah,
I think the things that Judith was talking about with regard to making sure that he understands who the team is behind a project, and that they're on the right kind of infrastructure, and all of these kinds of business sustainability types of concepts when it comes to putting up a deal. I think the deals on PitchGround are going to really stand out in the coming months and years, because they're doing their due diligence to make sure. And when I think he can get behind a program or a software, I think that he can feel pretty proud that this is a good one. It looks really fine on the back end. I've used a lot of things for like LinkedIn growth and for different things. And a lot of times, you have to be very, very careful, because there's a lot of people also doing these kinds of things, right? And so it has to look as natural as possible. Otherwise, you get lumped in with the spammers doing things on LinkedIn or on Twitter where, you don't want to look like that. Where you is actually saying that, look, I'm having some real growth here. And it seems to be real connections that are really doing something. So that's why I think that this MakeZoo is a good idea to maybe look at this, because it's working for him. It's working for Simon. It might be a good way for you to also interact with Twitter as well. I've never done too much with Twitter. I'm starting to do more with it. And so this is, something I would like to get myself to just sort of do the same kind of thing. I'm not really crazy about the automated posting unless it's coming from our own RSS feed. But even just to code it, with the adding people and putting hashtags, I think you kind of have to do that manually to do a good job at it.
Yeah, I think by all automated tools, use in moderation, use carefully, just check what the output is. Absolutely. So, I mean, I've only posted 2 feeds from an RSS there. One looks okay and one looks a bit odd. So yeah, you got to be careful what you put out there. So there's a few other comments coming through. Sharath saying hi Sharath, good to see you. Don saying that LTD week's a close second to domain giveaway. Marcel's saying would love to see deeper training on static page and mass page. So yeah, I think that would be good to try and follow up. We'll do that. Don saying Twitter's about to die for the most part. I mean, Jack Dorsey's obviously stepped down as CEO, hasn't that? Happened, I think this week, hasn't it? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which way they go now. If they become more focused on adverts and commercial monetization, it could be interesting. And obviously there's the whole censorship discussion, which we won't get into now, but that's an interesting one too. So yeah, be interesting to see what happens.
Interesting. He's keeping track of the news. He's keeping track of what's going on.
He's probably on Twitter. Yeah, he's probably off Twitter.
Yeah, awesome.
So awesome. Yeah, that's LTD of the week anyway.
Very good. Very good. So thanks everybody for your comments today. Again, YouTube is the best way to probably do it unless you've got your faces up there. I think Don's now had his face up there, right? If I put it up, yeah, there he is. He's not Facebook user now. Considering he's our #1 engager on our Facebook platform, it's good to have Don's face on the actual the actual pictures and everything. So very nice. Very nice.
Good to see you, Dan. Yeah.
Very good. Well, listen, folks, we had some tragic news in the Mass Page community this week, and I just wanted to spotlight the fact that we lost somebody due to COVID-19. David Stowers, who's a very participatory person in the group, not just our group, Steven's group, also in the Mass Page community.
Magic
Page plugin. And it brings me great sadness. I've lost some people to COVID, but it was just very sudden to lose him. And so I just want to say rest in peace to him. Our prayers are with his family and to his partner and the people that are around him and things like that were there to get this news. I definitely can understand. We've had some tragic deaths in our family this year, and so yeah, it definitely hit hard, Don. And I just want to acknowledge the fact that it was very sudden for everybody, and so he's going to be dearly missed.
Yeah, I think we just want to mention that and acknowledge it, and certainly Dave was a regular participant, wasn't he, on the stream, and a lot of comments, and yeah, he'll be missed for sure. So RIP.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Now listen, the next set is the domain giveaway that we got to wait a few minutes to give away, but let me just tease it before we start taking names. These are the domains. It looks like Tim Judge already wants the home theater prices. So last of stock, home theater prices, creativesites.com, bestprices.com. All right. So let's see how much these are worth according to Nameworth. I put these in just before. So last of stock is a premium domain, tier 4, and they believe that it's worth $2,450. Home theater prices is valued at $500. I think it's because it's a longer domain, possibly, but I think that it's for exact match. I think that will be a very good lead generation site for somebody selling home theater services or just selling out the leads. Creativesites.com I bought for a lead generation site for the web design niche. That's value at under $500. And are you ready for the next one? Best prices.
Go for it.
That is a super premium. Super premium, valued at
Tim, you still on
$14,500.
C, Tim? I think that's going to sway a lot of people, isn't it?
Yes, best
Nice.
prices. Super premium, 14,500. Okay, so not
And
sure.
on mobile apps, you're giving that one away. Is that number 5 on the list, Daryl?
No,
No, you're not.
I'm not giving away that one. But
You're not giving that one.
that one I found. Guess what? I found that
Yeah.
on Domain Kicks.
Did you really? Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something
Yeah.
else, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. So let's see. Go ahead and start putting your names inside so we can get you on the wheel of names. We'll go ahead and we'll have Simon shout out.
Yeah, I'll shout out, and we've got a little bit of time to the draw as well, actually. So if people just put the names in, if people forgive me, I'll just do a quick plug, actually. So I run a coaching group online every Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month. It's 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock onwards. UK time, so that's 3 p.m. EST. So the next meeting is this Tuesday, and for Cyber Monday I did a special deal. So if you want to join the coaching group and have 2 to 3 hours of coaching every month with me, I've actually broadened it out recently to cover, it was just SEO, but we're going to be talking about Google business profiles, mass page building, digital marketing, general email marketing, affiliate marketing, any of the stuff that I've learned. I'm happy to talk and share, and hopefully it's a useful resource. I'm only charging £10 a month for this, so I'm hoping to get a good number of people in. There's over 20 people in the group at the moment, but I'm hoping I can broaden it out and share some of the value and have some sort of coaching. So I will put the link to that in the group in a second when I get the short link. But if people want to join me this Tuesday, 8 o'clock UK time for £10 a month, that would be great. Right, that's the end of the plug. Let me just start calling out people for the list. You seem to have done pretty well on there, actually, Daryl. Just going through that list.
Marcel, right? Magic
Marcel. That's it.
Okay. Dave Gallegos. I talked to offline. He's a very good SEO and pay-per-click expert. So it's good to have him here. All right. Let's see. So do you need me to, you'll go ahead and send me that link in private comment or over on Skype, and I'll go ahead and get it to go.ht. It looks like it.
Yeah, cool.
That, so
okay, I will send that through right away.
All right, guys, waiting for your name to come in for the wheel of names for the domains. Let me go ahead and I will show the domains once again. Bestprices.com valued at $14,500. Creativesites.com valued under $500. Hometheaterprices.com. Lastofstock.com. All four are .com domains, and they are all ready to go out to somebody.
Yeah. Just checking the list there. I think looks like we've got a pretty good list there. We've got Terry, David T. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Marcel, we've already got you into this. All you do is put in your name, and you're good to go.
On the list.
We'll just have you contact us if you're a winner. So we just have to wait a couple more minutes for the top of the hour for people to join, because we want to make sure that people get a chance to join before we do the giveaway, and then we'll probably do a guest line if you guys want to come in to talk to us here on the program. So great. So I got the link. I'm going to put this in. What do you want the tag to be inside of go.ht?
Coaching. Simon Coaching, whatever you want.
Let's do Simon Coaching just in case. We want to use we don't want to use that twice there. So Simon Coaching, let's see, get rid of that. All right. And we'll copy that.
Cool. It's also recorded as well, so that's another thing. If you want to, can't make Tuesday 8 o'clock UK time, it'll be recorded too. But anyway, that's the last of the plug.
That was a bit painful. No, it was fine.
Well, I gotta mention things once in a while, Daryl.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I gotta just say, folks, Simon and I work very hard throughout the week to bring like the webinar, the webathon. Simon put in a lot of work into that. I did as well, and I just want to say publicly, Simon, I really appreciate how hard you worked to put that together with myself.
I appreciate it. It was fun. There was a lot of work and it was a bit crazy, but it was all good. So yeah, thank you. Good to work with you. Right, we've got I think somebody else, Rejoice Organics. I don't know if they want to wanting to join the giveaway or the coaching, but they're welcome to join both. If you want to join the giveaway, it's we've just added you in. So Rejoice Organics, you're in the draw.
Yep.
Cool. We're nearly there. 1 minute to 11. So
yep.
We're going to get someone to spin it. How are we going to do this?
Yeah. Oh, look at this. You got a little compliment there from
Yeah,
Don.
thank you, Don. I appreciate that. I have to say, I'm new to a lot of this stuff and interviewing. I've never interviewed people before like that. And I did the interview with a little bit of Craig, and obviously spoke to Judith and Paul Hogden, and also had a good chat with Bradley as well. And it was good. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate the feedback. That's much appreciated.
Webathon was great. Big smiley face. Thanks, Dave.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cool. Always great info, guys. That's Tim Judge. Thank you, guys.
These comments are not going to sway the giveaway, by the way, guys. It's random. So you can say all the nice things you like to him. It's not going to help you get it.
Unless you know somebody over at the Wheel of Names
yeah, well,
server. If you can,
you know, make a lot of money, couldn't you? Yeah.
Guide it your way. But yeah, here we are, 6 o'clock Eastern and 11 o'clock British time. I think we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel.
Let's go.
There we go. And let's see who it lands on here. Might be Tim.
No.
Another one. Oh, that's going to upset Don.
Oh,
that's going to upset Don a whole lot. Tim
wow,
Judge,
well done, Tim. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well done.
Yes. I think we already know which one. He wants the home theater price in.
Yeah, no, he wanted C, didn't he? He wanted C. Give him C.
So.
Yeah. We'll take your first answer on this show, you know.
Yeah,
hey, Erdl. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. Glad you get something out of this. Cool. Good to see you.
I hear some talking smack.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He did say. No, Don say. Yeah. He did say C, didn't he? He did say C. I remember that, Don. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Maybe we're gonna have to hold him to it.
Hey, Erdl. Hey.
So what are you thinking there, buddy? There's no lawyer domains. So what are you gonna go for? Tim's already gotten 2 lawyer domains for me. And I think he also got an accounting one, maybe. Let's see. Once I made a review, I think A would be best. Oh, he's down for the money.
That's bold. That's bold.
He wants my $14,000 domain. Thanks, buddy. I was cheering you toward the home theater price.
That was your favorite one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No,
Steve. Steve's too late. He's too late.
Sorry,
you come in. It's 2 minutes past 11. Steve, sorry. Snooze, you lose.
You got to be here.
You got to watch the rest of the show to be in it. You know.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Steve. Steve's a good guy.
Don's very magnanimous. Yeah.
All right. So there we go. That is that. So we'll go ahead and we'll get the guest lines set up here. But if you wanted to talk a little bit more about your program and why people should join it, we'll go ahead and put your little coaching up there, and I'll go ahead and get to our guest line and update that. So
yeah, sure. So it's just a Q&A session really, and it's a small group. I'm happy to share whatever I know and talk through various things that I'm working on. So some of it covers my SEO course. I obviously do a Google My Business course and a Pinterest marketing course, so happy to talk about that. And I'm learning more about affiliate marketing every day. So if people are interested in that, I'm happy to share what I've learned and bounce some ideas around. And also I think just general lead generation. And obviously I'm a freelancer, so I'm doing my own work to generate leads and connect with people, and happy to discuss that too. So if people want to have a couple hours of that kind of Q&A discussion, and I'll share things, that would be great. You're welcome to come along and be good to have a chat. If you want to join that, I think Daryl's done a banner, which we will put up Where's the banner there?
I just added it there.
Okay, yeah. But if you want to join mine, it's go.ht/Simon Coaching. If you want to join me on Tuesday.
We might have Tim. Tim says he's interested in joining, so come on up here to our
Well,
Sunday
he'd be
night
very welcome.
stage.
It'd be great to have you on board, Tim. And yeah, we can talk about mass page stuff, or yeah. No, Tim's wanting to join the the chat. Well, that would be good. We haven't had anybody to join on the. Tim, you're welcome to join both. We haven't had anybody to join us for a chat in the guests for a while, actually. I think Tim was the last few weeks ago. So if anybody wants to come and join us here, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Hold on a second. Erdal's saying that the link we just shared is going to the AppSumo main page, which suggests there's a bit of a problem in the short link there.
Oh, go
nice try, Daryl. Nice try. Is that the guest one, or is that the my coaching group? You've sent it to your AppSumo
no,
link.
Let's see. Let me copy this.
Is that
again.
what people? Is that what
no,
people are saying?
It worked. It worked. If you type it in wrong, it will go there because that's
somewhere else,
their default. Yeah. But Tim found it. He was able to get into it. So let's see.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, buddy.
There we are.
Tim, how you doing? Good to see you.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, super. I something happened to my headphones and microphone system, so I'm working off a new thing. But well, thank you very much. I appreciate the domain names, all you do. Sorry, Don. Somebody had to unthrown you. But it's all in good fun. And thank you very much for all the information every Sunday night. This is a fantastic show. And I try not to miss it ever. So thank you for all the stuff you guys do. I appreciate it. But yeah, once you did the review, I started thinking how best prices would work on the Menterprise system, which I just joined.
Yeah.
So with all those subdomains and everything like that, it's just going to fit so perfectly. I mean, it clicked, and I haven't dove into the Menterprise system yet. I'm just, starting to go through some of those videos, but I think that will just end up being a killer site. So I had to switch gears there.
Did you take a look at the backlinking on that? Did you take a look at it if there's any backlinks?
No, I mean, this first time I saw it was just now, and of course the home theater thing goes with my real estate end. I was thinking,
okay,
that would have, been some kind of thing I could work in there. Best prices did catch my eye, but the other one was quick off the bat. But then I started thinking about the Menterprise thing, and then maybe I was swayed by your review and the prices, but I think it was mainly because I was thinking of the subdomains that the Menterprise is going to create is just going to be hugely powerful. So I could put a home theater best prices down there, and I've got the same thing. So
that's right. Yeah, with the subdomains, it's really good because it gives a partial match across the dot. So it's good. Yeah, there are no backlinks, so it's fresh. So you can do what you want with it, but I think it has some years behind it, which is a good thing as well. So you'll be good to go with that. So congratulations, man.
Great score. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And everything you guys do. The webathon from last Monday was awesome. I'm glad I got some nuggets out of that as well. And, I won't stop tuning in and share it out, although I don't need that wheel filling up too much more, but I'll definitely share it out. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Thanks.
Sure, absolutely, my friend.
Appreciate it as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for everything you're doing to come up here and make us look good. So it's good to have a guest come up.
Yeah, you got it. Have a great week, guys, and I'll be in touch.
All right, sounds good.
Good to see you, Tim. Yeah, you take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Anybody else want to join, just go.ht/guest, go.ht/guest. We'll do up to 3 guests today at the most, but that's what we can do. Buy or sell. What does that mean?
Jeremy's asking I think if Tim's going to buy or sell. It sounds like he's going to. I was going to say buy, maybe keep it. I think this probably is what Tim's going to do.
Yeah, bestprices.com. That's another domain that I found with the same tactics that I use for domain kicks. Just so you guys know, that's a really good software. You guys, if you're interested in getting domains that are worth 30 grand. Like I've done.
That's just amazing. I mean, that's a keeper, isn't it? Yeah.
I've gotten probably 3 or 4. They're worth 30 grand right now. through domain kicks.
Yeah,
So
I mean, even if they're not worth 30, and there's all that, it's an estimated value, etc., automate, etc., it's not worth $10, is it? It's not worth $100. It's not worth $1,000. It's worth more than that. So even if it was only worth 1,000, and it's clearly more than that, you've made a big profit in one. It's just phenomenal. Yeah, I need to get onto this myself, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good way to go for sure. I like finding brands. It's fun from my marketing branding perspective, is to come up with cool spellings of things and get them out there for sale. And it's nice when you make money in the middle of the night on a domain that you just sold. So while you were sleeping. So it's a really good thing. All right. Last chance. If you want to join us as a guest, go.ht/guest. We appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday and hanging out with us here. Be sure to tell other people about the channel. There's always a lot of information on SEO, mass page, domains, finding good domains, that kind of thing, selling domains, where to sell them. We talk about the idea of mass pages, where this all is getting started. I've been building mass page websites since the late 90s, with my very first site that had location plus keyword. And so I've had a great opportunity to go through a lot of different websites, and I've consulted corporations on building landing pages. We've built many landing pages for multi-million-dollar leads and things like that. So I love this space. I love getting into what can be done for individuals, and how they can build out pages that will grab traffic, long tail off of keywords. And I like to also push the limits. That's just a thing that I like to do, is to see what it is that is possible to do, and then we pass that information on to you, and you can do what you want with it. If you want to build an empire of mass page websites, great. If you just want to mess around with it just to see what you can get away with, super. That's kind of the sport of it, right? Is to try things out. And so definitely is something that I like to do. And then Simon, you were forced to become an SEO person because of your photography businesses, and you got into this lead generation, and then you're like, okay, I got a lead generation client, and then it just kind of grew from there. And now
it's definitely evolved over the last couple of years. I mean, obviously a lot of challenges for photographers, and I was doing SEO for my own business, and I was helping some other people, and then obviously refocus things a bit with courses and coaching and other stuff, and then mass page building. So it's a bit of an evolution, and I'm loving it. It's a fascinating part of the industry, and looking forward to next year doing some more stuff.
It's definitely a lot of fun. And then of course the domain space is just something I've done. I bought domains back in the mid 90s, and I've sold some of them for a good sum of money. I've built projects on them, and so I know the value of what a short brandable domain is worth. So I'm always interested in trying to get good brandable domains. Domain kicks that we built will notify you when a domain becomes available that you wanted to get your hands on. I just had one come through last week, Simon, that I registered from Domain Kicks. I got an alert. It was one I was watching. I saw that it was on the delete list, so I put it on my thing. So I didn't have to pay a drop catcher. My system went in. And I don't have to tell anybody, right? I don't have to tell anybody else that I'm looking for this domain.
Well, that's always the suspicion, isn't it, about drop catchers, that you basically say, I'm interested in this domain. They go, oh, that's interesting. We'll make sure we buy that. And then we'll sell it for 100 times the... So, I'm very suspicious about those things. I have to
me
say.
too.
But not yours, but not domain kicks. That's good, So,
well, the domain kicks one is you're using your own API. So, nobody's...
backed off, isn't it?
Nobody's going after these things. So, definitely it's cool, and you can check all those all day long with it. So even if it's just accidentally terminated, if a domain just accidentally gets shut down, you could maybe get
Yeah.
that. So it's really kind of cool.
Like
that
when
they're
Google
still-
Argentina dropped, wasn't that a year or so ago, wasn't it? Isn't that one of the Google domains dropped? Somebody bought it? I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh,
There's some
wow.
story about that. Yeah, some crazy story about somebody bought it and had an interesting discussion with Google about some weird stuff. But anyway, let's put those
Wow.
down just in case.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
awesome.
Well, Google, of course, will win that case because of the domain is tied to the trademark, obviously, and they got lawyers for days.
Yeah, oh yeah, they got plenty of lawyers. Yeah.
So awesome. Well, thank you, Simon, for being part of this tonight.
Yeah, good to see you.
And thanks again for the hard work you put into Webathon.
Yeah, and thank you. Yeah, it was fun. Looking forward to the next one.
Awesome. I think we're going to conclude the show for tonight. Thanks everybody for being here. Don, hopefully you're not so upset with us that you don't come back next week for letting Tim in the room. We shouldn't have let Tim in the room, you know. Yeah, when he comes in, he's got this luck to him. He just seems to grab the wins.
Yeah.
So
Plan to use it on Enterprise next year, so that's all good. 4 times winner. Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Great to see you, Don. Yeah, good stuff. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming along.
Awesome. Thank you guys. We really appreciate you being here and joining us for the Sunday Live. Spread the word, and we'd love to see you here again next week. All right. Take care.